We about to hit you with the recap like Aaron Judge with a bat, because we touching on facts, and plus we up in these hats. It's Knicks Real Talk, and we cut from a different cloth. We cook a Nick broth with a different sauce. We bubble like a hot pot in the kitchen. We dripping on the surface, spitting verses with these bars and b-ball, cause no matter how far the stars, we see all like a telescope. You can tell it's dope by the way we unveil these news and notes. Check the box score, a top score, knocking down shots. Plus we got a lock for 48 minutes, putting on the clinic. The Cat Lieutenant, they entered the winner. The game is over. We trooping in our temples like soldiers, and trains and planes and Range Rover. I'm getting up and over the list. We on the BQE and we maneuvering swift. This ain't Tokyo, but you know we can drift, cause the pokey be on the low, so you know our flow had to shift. We about to be out in a few. No doubt next time we see you to be on a game preview. It's Knicks Real Talk, and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit, and you know we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride. It's Knicks Real Talk, and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit, and you know we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride. Salute everybody. Salute. What's good? Knicks Real Talk. It's the recap. Divine Shot Power to be in the building soon, man. But salute to everybody. Hope everybody having a good night tonight. We're gonna get in here and break down this Knicks recap from last night game with the Sacramento Kings, ladies and gentlemen. So we're gonna go down here and talk about all that good stuff. A lot of good things going on last night. The 3-point barrage was in effect. This overall good game for the Knicks. So we're gonna get in here and break all that good stuff down. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been crazy. Literally, I'm rolling off a hot spot right now because the Wi-Fi in the whole area where I live at is being worked on. So forgive me if something go wrong. There's been a crazy minute trying to get to the stream. You see, I was a minute late. But anyway, we always trying to bring y'all the content, man. So we're going to get in here and talk about it, get it popping, and all that good stuff. Like I said, man, hopefully Shop House will be in sooner or later. But, man, what a game last night, ladies and gentlemen. Knicks finally got off that loser streak. Went out there and did the damn thing, man, just knocking down shots all over, all around. Good game for everybody. Stepped up in the absence of Jalen Brunson. They went out there and performed real well, man. Got a 133-104 shellacking. So I was happy about that as well, man. So I know we got a lot of good things to talk about finally. The last week's been pretty rough from a Knicks standpoint, man. When we lose, man, there's a lot of negativity. So we've got some good stuff to talk about, man. And finally, we got some positive information to talk about. We're going to get to y'all, bring it to y'all on that note. And anyway, man, but salute to everybody in the chat. Real talk. AP, Doug, Fresh, on Diaz, Darren, salute to you guys, Doug, everybody, man. Thank y'all for coming in. Appreciate y'all and those wherever you're streaming them from. Appreciate y'all coming on as well. But it is the recap, man. And like I said, we got some good things to talk about finally, man. It's been a rough week for the Knicks, man. You know what I mean? Just not having no wins under the belt in the last 3 games. And, so like I said, it's been pretty rough. But last night was special. All around game for everybody. Things that we wanted to see that we talked about in the pregame last night came to fruition. Deuce and Bry had a great game. Anunoby continued doing what he was doing. Josh Hart with this 3-point bag last night. He was doing it. Shamit was doing it. Everybody was just knocking him down from all over the place, man. But on top of that, the defense was special last night too. So salute to the Knicks defense in the last 3 games, holding team to like 43%. That's big time. And like we said, man, I think by the next week or 2, they'd be in the top 10, man. Mitchell Robinson come about having a major presence down there. It's amazing how much he changes the game when he's on the floor. So, we've been wanting to see this all year. We can only imagine if he would have been here all year. So I'm giddy because since he's been back in that starting lineup, look at that defense, man, holding teams into captivity, basically. So overall, it was good, man. I was excited about the win last night. I hope we got a game tomorrow in Portland, man. But I was glad about we got that one, the monkey off our back last night. We talk a lot of good things to talk about. The 3-point shooting, like I said earlier, was crazy. Everybody was in their bag. Cat was in his bag. Deuce and Bry start off the game, just knocking them down, man. Real talk when he came to play. So I'm excited, ladies and gentlemen. I hope y'all are because we got to win. We picked up a game on a couple Milwaukee the other night. Picked up a game on Indiana because they lost a couple of times. So that was an important win for us, man. We just need to keep doing it. And I like our chances the way our team played last night. Granted, the team they played, defense wasn't there. They just got punked the other night last night, or however you want to say Sacramento. They got really punked against the Knicks last night, man. Knicks came out there and gave them a beat down. So I know they got to be feeling bad about themselves, but kudos to our guys, though. They all came to play. They literally all of them came to play. I mean, that was good. That's what we need, because I think that's what we've been looking for. And I think what this team is capable of is to doing exactly what they did last night. Go out there and play your best ball, get back off. Don't let the games in the past bother you. Just go out there and do what you do. And they went out there and did what they did, and they were just playing some good basketball. Salute to them, man. Real talk, man. 130, 104. Let me bring my partner in the building, man. You know what it is, man. Shaw Powers was good, my man.
Devon, what's going on? You got me freaking nervous, man. I was about to call off for the next couple of days and find you.
Yeah, this thing is going nuts, man. I don't know what to say about this thing, man. You know, it's like I said, my internet's down. I got my hotspot on my phone, which is working. You know what I mean? So, but like I said, y'all, pardon me, man. But it was crazy though, trying to get this thing set up for sure.
Oh, did you get my text earlier?
How early was it?
Oh, it must have been, I don't know. It was probably around 1 o'clock, some shit like that. Oh, excuse me. My bad. I'm thinking we backstage. My bad. Excuse me.
I did.
Don't worry. Check the drop, you know what I mean, on tomorrow.
Okay. No doubt.
Right.
No doubt. But yeah, man, what's going on with you, my man?
Anything crispy clean, man. I'm feeling good about the win, man. A whole lot of talk at my job and stuff. Salute to you, Devon. I told you I'm no bull crap, man. I forgot, I almost cursed again because I thought he was backstage. I was about to come find you. I was like, oh, my man, they call here. Yo, what's going on? Anyway, salute to you, Divine. Salute to the family in the chat. Let's get it. Let's talk about it. Let's get it.
Let's talk about it. Yeah, Shaw Powers. Great game last night, coming off a 3-game loss, like I said. But the 3-point shot was on a mission last night. They were knocking them down from everywhere. That was good to see, man. I just like the spirit of the team. And if PJ Tucker gave us what he gave us last night, I'm happy all year long. Because that brother had that bench amped, and he gave Josh Hart some. We salute to him, man, because they don't always know what you do on the court, it's what you do off the court too when you're on the bench. And my first problem right there with the internet. But anyway, he had the team rolling, man. It was good. Deuce and Bride came and played Stella out the gate. Shot Powers. I'm knocking him down from all down the way, getting down in the lane. The defense on the point guard of attack was good. Overall, Anunoby just was doing Anunoby things the last 5 games, 20-something a game. The defense was there. Like I said, holding teams to 43% in the last 3 or 4 games. They are really doing the damn thing. And I know this team was coming off a back-to-back, but still, you're supposed to beat them like they were coming off a back-to-back. And that's what's important, that you didn't win by 1 or 2. You smash them dudes because they come off a back-to-back. Just like when the Knicks come off a back-to-back, we usually take an L every now and then too. It ain't only the Knicks, but it's the whole NBA. You just burn a lot of energy when you do a back-to-back. But that wasn't an excuse for them last night. They just can't open up a can of whoop, up last night, man. Shaw Powers and salute to the Knicks for playing hard last night, and all around good game. Salute to the chat too, man. Salute Jay Chosen, Peace to the God, a lot wise. Crim's dad, what's good? AP, Dub Fresh, everybody, man. Salute to you guys. Thank y'all for coming in, man. Like I said, we finally got some positive stuff to talk about, because the last couple of days, it's just been a little bit down in the valley with the Knick content, because they lost 3 games in a row. So losing brings out negative, but we got some positive things to talk about tonight, like we always try to do, but it's more than less. Shaw Power. So overall good game, man. I was happy to see. I knew a day's rest was giving that type of energy that they did coming off a day's rest. And after playing that Clipper game on the back-to-back against the Lakers in overtime, they got to get their legs together, and they had a chance to sit down and contemplate about the things they did in them 3 losses that they need to correct over in one day. Probably a lot of film study, and they came out there and I think it paid dividends last night. New York Knicks went out there and put the pedal to the metal, ladies and gentlemen, and it kept us right there where we need to be. 4.5 games against Milwaukee, 5.5 games against the Bucks. Against the Indiana Pacers, and so I think we good. I think we really got that. We're going to hold on to that. And one thing, Shaw Powers, real quick, I like the schedule coming up. I looked at some of the games that's coming up. I like some of them games coming up. I think we can win a lot of them games, even without Jalen Brunson. I really believe he's,
in the month of March.
Yeah, Golden State probably be the toughest one, but I think we could get this thing done, though. I really believe that, man. So we can see how it goes, man. But what's your gut? Give me your thoughts about that game last night. How you feeling about it?
I mean, we talked about it, Divine. It was no hyperbole, man. We talked about the Knicks should come out and have a better shooting game. They did. They had a better rebounding game. They did. They pushed the pace. They did. The ancillary players came in and grabbed rebounds. They did. Deuce McBride on fire. He did. Mikal Bridges, stellar defense, knocking down the shots, big shots when we needed it. He did. Cal was going to have a phenomenal game. He did. I mean, Josh Hart is going to have a better game, start to hit them 3-point shots when he's open. He's going to take those shots. He's going to knock them down. He did. So a lot of things that we talk about and what we was talking about just last night. I mean, just in the pregame happened, and I'm happy to see that. And I wasn't expecting a blowout win like that. I was expecting a nice little beat down. I think I had the 7 points or something like that. I had almost close to double digits, but I'll take that. And that definitely helps the helping of the defense statistically. I mean, that helps the percentage. I mean, so that will get us closer to that. You know, I think it was 15, so we probably about 13 now, 12, 13, somewhere around there. That'll help. You know what I mean? They played different basketball yesterday. And shoot out to PJ. You know what I mean? You seen him jumping on the court. He like, yeah, I told you. I seen him say, I was like, oh, what he done told him? What he done said? What we done missed that we thought PJ was a bad pickup last night with Josh Hart hitting what he hit 5 3-pointers last night. He telling dudes McBride to get out there and shoot his shot. Don't hesitate. He didn't play 1 minute, but he looked like he was involved in everything, running out on the court. And when the last time you seen somebody jumping at somebody and giving a bump? He jumped as much as he could and bumped them. I was like, all right, that's cool. So I enjoyed watching last night's game, and I watched the game, boy. Oh, I had a rough day at work. Oh, I had like 14 coffees, 2 Red Bulls. No, I'm joking. But it was something to watch, and I'm glad that I could. It was a testimony for me to make it through the game and to make it through work today, just so I could talk about Knicks. Because when the Knicks win, everybody went, "Hey, Ron," that's what they call me anyway. Yo, Shy, Ron, what's going on? Them Knicks played good last night. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was second guessing them. Your fair weather fans. I know you did too. Last 3 games, you say nothing to me when they was losing. They say nothing when they was losing. But you said what's up to me today because they won, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, man. You know what? And we kind of predicted it. I mean, like I said, I know, like I said in the pregame, Sacramento plays defense, but they don't have a lot of defense players. You know, and I can't reiterate that enough. And that's why we talked about in the pregame, because other than Keegan Murray, Ellis, you want to pick out a couple of guys. I can't even see it last night. Obviously, and I knew that. I knew the Knicks would beat them, but I didn't know the Knicks would beat them like that. But then I did nothing putting past me, because we had a day off. We got to study some film. We had to, reevaluate ourselves on the road, knowing that how we going to adjust without Jalen Brunson. The first game is difficult. Soon Jalen Brunson go down. The next day, you got to figure it out. But they had a day off to say, okay, this is what we got to do because Jalen Brunson's not here. And we got to do these certain things. They had a whole day to kind of get their game plan together, and they executed that shit well last night. They really did.
Salute Tom Thibodeau.
Yep, facts, word, man. Them kids, they did what I thought they was gonna do, and I'm happy about that. And I really like moving forward on where we at, man. Salute to the Knicks, and that's what you call resilient. You get knocked down, but you get back up. You can't cry but spill milk. You got to pour another glass. You know what I mean? And they did that last night. So like I said, it was expected, ladies and gentlemen. Because it was a Sacramento, and they're a good team. They fight for something, but they did play the night before. But y'all, we're not gonna make no excuse for them about that. Then we don't make no excuse about the Knicks when they lose on a back-to-back. But I know that's part of the reason. Just like when we play a back-to-back, we lose games because our legs is tired. We just got playing 12 hours ago or 16 hours ago, and our legs are still tired because we playing again. So that happens, though. The human body is the human body. But I still got to give Knicks credit where credit due. They took it from them dudes last night, and that's what I like to see them cats do. I think Anunoby and my man do some broad shot power, set the tone in the game. And after that, Mikal and Cat started doing cat things, and it was good to see. You know what I mean? So let's go. Hopefully, we can't take these guys Portland tomorrow for granted, because Portland been playing some good ball lately. But I think they about to come down to earth. But on any given night, they probably could beat any team in the league if they on their game. They got a lot of young talent down there. They got a lot of good veterans down there. My man Andrew Simmons and all that. So we're gonna have our handful tomorrow. But I like the way we play them, South Powder. I always said, me, my pet peeve. Once the Knicks defense get to where it's supposed to be, we good. And that's just what this is about. Take time to get there, Shot Powell. Our defense been playing, like I said, last 3 or 4 games, holding people to 43%, 42%. Mitchell Robinson makes a big difference down there, ladies and gentlemen. We've been talking about it all year long. Now you see what the defense been doing since Mitchell Robinson get back. that is unbelievable because he not only he doing what he do, but he make the other guys elevate their game on the defense when they see him diving on the floor and doing the things he's doing. That's to me, him and Josh Hart, they set a certain type of energy that you start following. And I think Mitchell Roberts' defense intensity since he's been back in 5 games has had our defense intensity up because them guys know they got somebody back there that can guard. You know what surprised me last night? Even Cat played good defense last night. I mean, his defense wasn't bad compared to Cat last night. So they must have really talked about this thing coming out of the All-Star break. But since the All-Star break, they've been playing good defense, Shaw Powell. And that must have been one of the things that they knew in the beginning of the season they wasn't balling on top of their game at. But now coming out of the All-Star break, they've been pretty good, man. So salute to them. Salute to Tom Thibodeau getting them guys focused. And salute to them guys for getting focused, like knocking them shots down. And that was big time for real, Shaw.
Yeah, I mean, you have to say salute to Tom Thibodeau because if you watched the game yesterday, you seen different things that they did. That 2-1-2 or whatever you want to call it, they're doing the weave when they're cutting through and the guy sitting the guy that's cutting to the basket and everybody's colliding on the guy cutting to the basket and then they're kicking out to the 3-point land. You know what I mean? And they did that last night 8, 6, 8, 10, 12 times last night. I don't know how many times they did it, a lot that I noticed it. So that was a good change in the arterial in offense to make us score the basket. The defense, they're starting to contest more, playing a little bit closer to players, not as many 3-point shots. And if you have noticed, they're running people off the 3-point land. Of course, there are some open 3-point shots, just like we get open 3-point shots. I mean, but it wasn't as frequent last night, even though this team is a different team. But it was good to see them execute without Jalen Brunson with a big win. And we needed that. You know what I mean? That's definitely a boosting for your ego or whatever you want to call it. And definitely can make you want to continue doing those things last night. Everybody played last night. Just exactly what we was talking about last night. Everybody had to contribute. Everybody that stepped on that court last night contributed. Everybody that got on that court contributed. And it looked good. And I said this in one of the Facebook chats today. I mean, like, you act like you forgot this, that the Knicks do this. The Knicks been doing this all year. This game right here wasn't. I didn't, like I said, in my opinion was I didn't think the Knicks was going to do it like that. I thought they was going to win by 8, 9 points. I thought it was going to be a good win, not like that. You know what I mean? 130 to 10 something. That's beautiful. And people forget that we have done that to teams this year. That's not like the first time that we've done that all year. We've done that. How many? Hold on, let me count my fingers. 7, almost 67. How many fingers I got? They did it a couple of times against teams like that. So it was good to see them back doing what we remember in December going into January or some December when they was playing real good, stellar basketball. High percentage from the 3-point line, high assist ratios, great things that I seen last night from them. And I think they want to continue this. And I'm happy with how they play, how minutes was distributed. So that was real good to see what Tom Thibodeau did and how he put the team out there and stuff like that. Mitch is a great help on defense, and he's starting to get his legs back a little bit. You're starting to see him grab a couple more defensive rebounds that he hasn't been really equated to grabbing defensive rebounds, but definitely on the offensive side, he grabbed about 2 or 3 offensive rebounds. I think one of them, I remember at least one, I think he kicked it back out to Mikhail. I think he knocked down a 3 or something like that, or made a shot. So I'm happy with what can evolve from playing consecutive games, because this team that we seen last night, aside from being Jalen Brunson, this team ain't played 10 games altogether with all the players on the court right now. 10 games? I don't think so. So it's good to see, and I'm happy to see some more of this going down the line.
Yeah, real talk. Hey, salute to the chat, man. Salute to everybody in the building, man. What's good, Jay, Dave? What's good? Peace of Allah, wise. Salute to Crim's dad, everybody, man. Salute to you guys, the ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming in. Real talk. Let me eat, kid. What's good? Rasul, what's good? What's good, everybody, man? Salute to the chat. That's where it's at for sure. AP, everybody. Shaw Powers. Listen, I'll tell you this though. Anunoby and Mitchell Robinson and Mikal Bridges and what's my man name? Deuce McBride. That's some defense for your ass right there, bro. I was like, and Shamit, when he put that lineup in there,
right,
it was like, They locking jokers down. That's what they doing. That Mitchell Robinson pressure Chua and like I said, Shamit campaign and Deuce. That's some good D there. And I'm gonna tell you what's crazy about this here, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be even nastier because you know what Jalen Brunson doing right now, right? Studying and observing. He get to sit back and watch the team from afar. And that's a good thing. You know what I mean? The captain can sit back there and say, okay, you know what am I doing? What do I need to do different when I get back to keep the flow going? Maybe it be him working on his, looking at the game, fill on his defense, where he need to be, or whatever the case may be, or he may be looking at how he can exploit the offense and make sure he's seeing Mitch over the top. See, Jalen Brunson, sometimes a negative could turn into a positive, but it could be a blessing because Jalen Brunson getting to sit there and study the team because he couldn't study because they just got together in the preseason. So he really didn't get a chance to sit back from afar and look at all these guys together. But now this dude is out of the game for a couple of weeks. He get to sit back from afar and observe the squad. I'm telling you, that's scary right there, ladies and gentlemen, because you know, it's mind over matter. You know, it's knowledge is power. And Jalen Brunson is right there soaking it in, getting all the knowledge he can about when he get back, how he gonna make this team more better and what he need to do to make the team better. So you know that's crazy to me because I believe that's what's happening right there. Because I think when you got guys like these guys and in the system they come from, they got a coach who say the magic is in the work. So these guys are always working mentally or physically on their craft. Right now, Jalen Brunson probably working on his mental game, ladies and gentlemen, and that's dangerous. Trust me what I'm telling you. You know, now there's a no. You know what I mean? And I just think that this is what it is with the Knicks, man. This team get to get better without Jalen Brunson from their individual and the team standpoint. Then they get to get better when he get back. This is going to be interesting, ladies and gentlemen. To me, real talk. I'm listening. Cleveland, and Boston, them ain't nobody ducking the smoke. Miss Knicks against everybody, man. I think this team gonna really do the damn thing when Jalen Brunson get back. So it's good that they doing what they're doing right now. Shot Powers, learning and growing their game day by day until he get back. And I think it's helping the guys I like Deuce, like say, get more minutes. Shamit get more minutes. He played a hell of a game last night. He coming into his zone. And I just think it's pretty good right now for New York. So that was a good game last night, man. I thought that they really played a good game overall. I hope they continue to do what they do from last night. I know it's going to be some teams who play deep better than these guys. It won't be at that level, but I hope they confidence stay where it's at. They confidence stay where it's at, and they stay consistent like you always talk about. It's all about consistency, not one game to the next game you falter or the next two games you falter. I think they need to get on a consistent run. And the hardest game, like you said, might be Golden State Sunday. But we ain't ducking that. I hope Cat go out there and get him boy like 50. I hope he go out there and get Draymond them 50 when they play Golden State Warriors. I know the main objective is to win the game, but I want Cat to bust there. You know what? You know what I mean? It's real talk, Shot Powers.
Yeah, I'm on that tip too. When we get there, I'm going to amp myself up for that game for Sunday. So but right. I'm so happy about just how they played basketball last night. Everybody participated, man. Mm-hmm. Everybody made that win a legit win. You know what I mean? And you know, we hit all the categories. We hit all our marks. And the defense was stellar. You know what I mean? I don't know how many turnovers we had, but I didn't really see too many turnovers. If we had 12, I'd be surprised. You know what I mean? So I just like the way that they played yesterday. And being down, Jalen Brunson, they really stepped up their game. And they, like you said, they had a chance to sit down, and Tom Thibodeau had a chance to dissect what they are doing right and what they are doing wrong. And they played better basketball last night that we have seen in the last 3 games or so. And it hasn't been bad basketball. They just haven't been able to finish. I mean, they haven't hit big momentum shots. I mean, shots that can bring them back or take them over the top. You know what I mean? Those are the shots that we've been missing the last couple of games. Not last night. Last night, every shot that they were shooting, at least when I was watching like this, when I was watching, I was like, yeah. You know, when I see stuff like that, I was happy to see that. So I hope they can continue doing these same things that we seen last night to propel them to a win.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll pull up the box score just a second, ladies and gentlemen, that we continue doing what we're doing. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, man, these cats are really out there in their game, man. I just thought that they were on point, they were focused, and they were really, really determined to win that game. They know they needed, they wanted it. I thought they really, you could feel the energy within the team and they went out there and played for it, man, and they put it down, and they got the dub. So that's what it's all about. Just get and get that win, and then you move on to the next one, like we always say. But I'm happy for them. I'm happy for what we did last night, and I think we just got to continue it, and just don't take this thing for granted, and just keep building on what you're doing, what you're doing, because you're doing some good things out there last night. So let's hope that they can keep this thing going, man. I think if they can keep it going, we'd be okay. I think the Knicks will really handle their business. So we're gonna see how it goes the next couple of games. Tomorrow's a big game, ladies and gentlemen. It really is. It's another tough one on the belt, just due to the fact if we lose, we still good because we're in the third spot. We obviously don't want to lose 3 or 4 games, which I don't think we will. I think we really done solidified that spot for ourselves. I think we're gonna be good there. I really do. I think that 3 is ours, ladies and gentlemen. So if we just keep doing what we're doing, we'd be good, man. Metnick fan, let's go. What's good? What's good, my man? Rasul, everybody salute. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe for your boys, man. You know what it is, man. We ain't here. Knicks Real Talk, the Vine Shop. How this to recap? Sacramento Kings, New York last night at the Golden One Center. Knicks went out there and gave them a business. They stood on it last night, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we've been wanting to see the last 3 or 4 games. They just went hard. They are on our heels, Rasul. Milwaukee is right there, but they lost a couple of games over the weekend, though. I was happy about that because they lost the night. I think them, Detroit, and Indiana all lost the same night the other night. I said, okay, Knicks pick up a half a game, and Milwaukee lost that night. And then the next night, Milwaukee lost. So we kind of picked up a game on them, dude, almost a game and a half. So right now, we sitting in that spot looking pretty good overall, man. We just got to keep winning these things, man. Take it one day at a time, and I think we're going to be okay. But other than that, man, what a great game. Like I said, let me try to get this box score thing working, man. Then I'll do that. Then I'll open up the panel, let Jay get in the building and all that good stuff, man. It's just been one of these crazy days with this internet, ladies and gentlemen. So I apologize for the inconvenience and the unprofessionalism that's not going on to its fullest right now. But we better than this. It's just that I gotta find a way to get this thing operating because it don't seem like it want to operate for the brother. So apologize for that. But yeah, man, if not, I'll call him out. But we did good last night, ladies and gentlemen. Just go over for now. New York Knicks shot 81% from the charity stripe. They shot 52% from the 2-point area. They shot 55% from downtown. I thought I was in another universe when I see that last night. They was knocking them down, ladies and gentlemen. Their field goal percentage overall was great, 54%. 40 rebounds, ladies and gentlemen, 34 defense rebounds. Ladies and gentlemen, they had 34 assists. They was killing it over there. Turnovers a little high, but 15, we a little lower than that. 1 block, 24 fouls, max points in a row, 11. Time of possession, we in the lead, we stayed there, 44.4. 3 games ago was the opposite. We had like 2 minutes with the lead against the Lakers, 2 minutes with the lead against couple other teams, but this time we flipped the script on them. We had a 44 minutes. They only had to spend time lead 2 minutes. So that was pretty good for the Knicks, man. Biggest lead, 35. That was pretty crazy right there, ladies and gentlemen. Box score from the players anyway, from a Knicks perspective. Karl-Anthony Towns, ladies and gentlemen, 26-9-3. Anunoby, 24-7-8. Deuce McBride, 21-3-7. He then they gave us Jalen Brunson numbers last night with about 5 more points or 4 more points. Great job, Deuce McBride there. Josh Hart missed a 3-pointer. 18-6-3. Mikal 15-3-8. 8 assists for Mikal. I mean, he was in his bag last night on that side of the ball. I thought one of my guys I'm rooting for on the Knicks, man, Landry Shamet, 13-3. Brother got a stroke, man. He was knocking him down, getting to the basket, some good underneath cuts into the basket, things of that nature. Even Cameron Payne had it going a little bit, 6 points. I just wanted 6 from the bench. They gave it to us. Mitchell Robinson, 5 rebounds. For the minutes that he playing, man, he's changing the game on the defense, ladies and gentlemen. Preston Joe only had 2 points. We have no rebounds, so he didn't play long. Other than that, that's about it. Tyler Colton got in there, but they really didn't do nothing. So overall, I was excited about the way we did the thing last night. Them guys really came to play, man. I believe that. And Malik won 21 points. Zach LaVine 17. DeRozan 11. Exclusive OG Anunoby, ladies and gentlemen. OG Anunoby had Mikal Bridges so frustrated. I know he was like, man, what in the world going on over here? And then my man, Mikal Bridges on Zach LaVine, Knicks was in their bag on the defense last night, ladies and gentlemen. I got to honestly say they was doing the damn thing, man. So that was overall good to see from that standpoint. Other than that, Valanciunas had 11. at 10 and 13, he could rebound the ball, but I think they did a good job on him as well, as much as they can. And other than that, Keegan Murray 9, Ellis 9. They didn't really have too much for us, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we just was pretty much on one last night. So salute to the Knicks with a good win. Played well on the defense side of the ball. Ladies and gentlemen, we come on a pregame tomorrow. That I got a feeling that defense is going to be 13 or 12. They're going to be 13 net rating 13 or net rating 12, and then it's going to stand true to power. Next week, the Knicks will be in the top 10, just like I said, because you know why? Mitchell Robinson and them boys is focused. Boy, we'd have had that all year long. Would have been a different story in New York City, ladies and gentlemen, because we'd have been getting different type of games like the one Mitchell Robinson had. But Shy Powers overall, that was just a phenomenal defense game. You know how we used to say early in the year, 25 points a quarter, but they only gave out 26 a quarter. You know, and that's what you want. You get them numbers right there. I think we be dangerous, bro.
It can happen. It can happen, man. And one of the words that people say is playing on a string. And last night was one of those games. Everybody helped everybody out, and everybody contested. You seen it? All the assists, all the rebounds, all the points. Everybody was scoring the basketball fluent. No one had a super duper number 40 points, and everybody else scored 12 and 14. No, everybody had 20 points here, 20 points here, 18, 20, 20, 20, 20. That's how you play team basketball. And you know, it was one game, and we have to see what they do tomorrow. But they also have a day to rest and a day to carve out this team that we're about to go up against. And I think the Knicks will be ready for it tomorrow. You know what I mean? If they play anything similar to what they played today, a lot of these teams that we're about to come up with in the next before Sunday are winnable games. I think we play Wednesday, we play again Friday, right? And I think Saturday, Sunday, something like that. So, excuse me. So we got a chance to really mend some things together and go up against Golden State and try to win one at their house. I want that revenge game. That's a big game for me.
Yeah, man. Do you think what you seen last night? Do you think that's just an anomaly, or you think that could be just a reoccurring thing the way they played last night? Do you think that's a one and done thing, or because it was the Sacramento Kings, or do you believe what you seen last night can be something that could be continue to be doing moving forward? Excuse me. They can continue to do this moving forward. Do you think that's one of them type of things where they just had a good night, or you really think that this could be something in the making of something they could do on a regular basis?
I think this is something that I've seen already without Jalen Brunson being on the court. So I think this is something that they can succeed to. This is something that they can bring back forth next game and the following game and the game after that. And then when Jalen Brunson continue to do the same thing, it's all about playing basketball. And they look like everybody was on a string, and it was no weak links. And I think that they can do that again. They're starting to get a little bit of, they even in the losses, they fought, but they couldn't conquer. You know what I mean? They fought, but they couldn't conquer. This wasn't even a fight. You know what I mean? This wasn't a fight. Once I start seeing those 25, 26, of course, I was like, yeah, 50. We got like 70 and a half, and they got like 50 or something like that. I was like, yeah, they're playing some basketball tonight. You know what I mean? And they start chipping away. I think in the third quarter, they got it down to 10, and then the Knicks just blew it back open again. So that's what you want to do. You know what I mean? You can take a little lax, and they start getting high. They start hitting shots, and you're not making shots. Of course, they're going to come back with it. In the NBA, 2 3-pointers bring you right back in the game from 20 down. You know what I mean? You 20 down, you hit 2 3-pointers and get a still hit a 2-pointer. You get 8 points, you back down by 12. I mean, so that is easy to get back to those numbers, and we didn't relinquish last night. You know what I mean? It was no lull in the action. Last couple of games we've been playing good basketball all 3 quarters. In the fourth quarter, we'd be like, we give it up. Not last night, and I appreciate that, and I think that the team is ready to play. You know what I mean? All the stuff is out the air. Cat, and I mean, salute to you, Cat. In your prayers, I know that was. However, it is out there about who passed away. I'm glad that you came back out and showed your bearings last night. You know what I mean? And everything, you're starting to get it clear in your head. And the rumor out there now is he's out there practicing with Patrick Ewing. You know what I mean, on the court together. So how much more better? You know what I mean? How much more better can you think he could get if he maybe if he play a little bit with Patrick Ewing? How much better you think he could get? You think
Right.
you think he could get a little bit of skills from Patrick Ewing, or maybe another high jump fade, or a jump hook, or maybe he can learn how to box out without creating a foul? Maybe from Patrick Ewing. I don't know. Maybe one of the best Knicks centers and one of the best centers for the New York Knicks as long as I've been around. You know what I mean? As long as I've been paying attention. So I'm just saying.
Yo,
What up,
man.
Jay?
What up?
What it do, homeboy? What it do, homeboy?
Chilling. You see me? I'm sitting on the floor getting my old back right. Yeah, maybe getting one of them knee pads. Them Patrick knee pads right now. The old stinky one he kept in the locker. Yo, man, I called the score last night. Right on the dime, 248 to 103. I told you to do it. I called it right on the dime.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head with that one.
Oh,
what head it is, but I know you hit it.
No, I got the Kings one, but I said 120 something, so not too far off. But look, we beat a team that is a talented team on the road. Let's not forget the Lakers was an overtime game in our grasp, right? So that game, we're not getting like washed at all, right? We lose as we lose, you're gonna lose. There's teams in this league that have lost five in a row, something like that. We haven't done that. But we have won 9 in a row. We have won 7 in a row. We have won 6 in a row. And when the chips seem like they down, like the bowl of chips is empty, all of a sudden they get filled back up. So, let's not forget something too. Last night was Onyx sticky finger style. Mitch with 4 steals, OG with 5 steals. There was no going. You're not putting the ball on the floor. That's it. Right. You're not.
Not with them jokers.
You're not. Now, I'm telling you. So, and then what I like about that is Cat was 26-9-3 with a steal and a block. Matter of fact, he was the sole block that we had. Mm-hmm. So instead of Mitch grabbing the blocks like that, he had 4 steals. And we got what we wanted. He got 15 minutes. I would like to see 18, but we didn't need it. We didn't need it like that, Pardon me for not looking this way. I was looking at this thing real quick, and also didn't want to burn my carpet. What can I say? There's a few takeaways in this, and we'll see what happens with I agree with you. I believe the captain is in the lab right now. He's in the lab right now, writing the bars, putting some bars down, seeing what he's seeing, creating, in his mind what to do, how do you utilize what he's seeing. But I like the way we stood up. Now, I'm looking at this thing right now. The only coach's decision was PJ. Everybody else got some minutes. And that's exactly what we're talking about. You know what I mean? OG was 37 minutes. Everybody else was under 35. 33 was the second highest. And that's what you like to see. You know what I mean? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in double digits. A bunch of people getting a good amount of rebounds is often better than one guy getting 20, maybe one guy getting 9, and everybody else getting 2. We got a bunch of guys getting 7, 8, 9, 6, 6, 5. All around, what we watched last night was New York Knicks team basketball at its finest. And if you go back and now you tell me that Cat is playing with, getting working on right after the win with Pat. I really think that I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped because Pat, one of the best during that time. I loved his kick out his leg jump shot from the corner. That was like one of my favorite things to see. Talk about a guy with a 24-foot. That guy's foot. I want to see him dunking on 2 strides from right past the 3 line. I was like, and I was at the Garden. I was like, oh my God, it was crazy. So, look, I think things are coming together. People are getting their wind together. I joked about it earlier, but sometimes there's you get the players that wave the towels. They're not playing. They're at the end of the bench. But then you get the player on the team that's been a journeyman, right? And he is there coaching up like a secondary coach. So when I said in the chat, I said I loved our assistant coach pickup last night. And I made some other comments on when he told Deuce, he said, man, you better than this. And he spit out a razor on him like, you better get to work. I'm a $150 right now. You better get to work. So, I think I think he's here for the haul. PJ, just real quick. I think he's here for the haul. And I think he's gonna have that Taj Gibson type of what he brought, bringing the smarts of the game, the energy of the game, the know-how, the positioning of where to play players, and especially since he was a corner 3 shooter and a great defender on the outside. I'm not quite sure we're going to see him play so much, but I think that he's good. He's good for the chemistry of the team.
Yeah, real talk. Well, I say this here. That's just wisdom. Make a long story short, he bring wisdom. He got a lot of NBA experience. Cat been there, done that. Great pickup. Like I said, low risk, high reward. But here's another thing, ladies and gentlemen. I don't Cats got a lot of minutes last night, and everybody got a check the equal care rebounds, ladies and gentlemen, because they healthy. All right, yep. They healthy. When you healthy, you got more player to play. I think people didn't understand the whole season why I said time people don't play enough guys. The guys he had, first of all, they couldn't even play. They're not that good. That, like I was saying yesterday, you're not going to see no Cole looking them in no regular season in the game. You're not going to see that because they not, and that's why Ted didn't put them in the regular season. But now that Sham is back, Achua is back, Mitchell Robinson's back. They deeper. Now they can lessen the guys' minutes now. Then now they don't have to play 40 minutes because they got the guys who's supposed to back them up back. I think that's what we've been a lot of people been misunderstanding about the Knicks all season long. Why Ted playing? He got only minutes because they his best players. You play your best players. You don't play just players just to play them. You play your best players to win. And he been playing his best players to me. And being that Shaman and Daddy, not Shaman. I mean Kolick and Daddy. I get it, ladies and gentlemen, but them dudes ain't ready for this. They're not. And that's why he don't play him. So I'm glad that Mitchell Robinson's back. Now Cat get to get less minutes. Now you got my man Pressure Chewett back. And Anunoby get less minutes. Now that Shaman's back, Josh Hart get to get less minutes, and so on and so on. So now he got his 9-10 men that he can count on every night. And I'm glad he got it now. That even though we didn't have it back then, we got it now, and that's the reason why, like Jay Trotter was saying, that's why you're seeing everybody getting 5 or 6 rebounds. You see everybody getting a chance to share the piece of the pie because they got the guys back, and because we couldn't beat. I don't think we would beat 41-23 if Tiz didn't play them starters all the minutes this year. We wouldn't have been it because our bench sucked anyway. They was only 30th in the league. They sucked, literally.
The worst. Yep.
Yeah, so that's why Tibbs had to play them starters all the minutes, because I'd rather have them play minutes because they can handle it and win the game instead of trying to put guys in there who don't know how to play the game, gonna get their butts whipped on the court, you know what I mean, and lose the game. So salute to Tom Thibodeau, man. He blocks out all that stuff that he been hearing for the last 5, 6, 10 years. He just coaches basketball and he knows what's best for his team. Last night he said, I got my soldiers back. And it's going to be even more scarier when Brunson get back, because now you're going to have to make a decision when Mitchell Robinson start getting 24 minutes. Do you start him? You know, so this is a good problem to have for Tibbs, but that's what you do when you got all your bodies here. When you got body to share the wealth, you share the wealth. So good job by them last night, sharing the wealth. And the 3-ball was like crazy last night, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, them boys was knocking that shit down, Shop Hours. They was knocking down them 3-point shots last night, man, and it looked good when they was going in too. Josh Hart out of nowhere, 4 of them. You know, that's good. That's good work right there, man. Like I said, granted against Sacramento off of back-to-back, and like I said earlier, their defense is not that good, but they played. Doug Christie makes them play hard, but they don't have a lot of defense players. They just got to play at will with their defense. See, we can play at will, and we got good defense players. And I think it's starting to show improve over the last 5 games with Mitchell coming back. Now our defense is starting to be that dominant defense that we used to them seeing. These cats holding people to 43%. You do that, man, it's a wrap with our offense. See, this is facts here. Ain't no hyperbole, South Powell. If the New York Knicks defense keep doing what they doing, knowing what the offense we got, it's game on, ladies and gentlemen, just like we thought it was going to be. Just like we thought it was going to be at the beginning of the season. We got the guys we wanted to come into the season with. They all here except for Jalen Brunson. What you think, Shop Powell, the way that 3-ball was popping last night?
It's not something I haven't seen from the New York Knicks this year.
Right.
It wasn't an anomaly. It wasn't like, oh man, the Knicks really hurt. Nah, I seen that already. So I'm just was waiting to see it again. We've been lacking in the last 3 games, shooting about maybe under 30%. I'm gonna say 25 to 30% from the 3-point line. We've been suffering a little bit. So just to get us back and get it back relevant is good for me. To see them getting out there and shooting over 36% is a great look last night. Hitting big shots, hitting shots that hurt, momentum, take away your heart. Those type of shots is what the Knicks can have in them, and they got the guys to do it. I don't know what happened to OG's foot, but if he's gonna play like this the rest of the season, I am happy to see him hurt his foot again, because he is balling out right now. He is playing phenomenal basketball, man. And the whole team yesterday really played good basketball. So I can't point a finger to anybody, because you can point to anybody. Deuce McBride, phenomenal game. Josh Hart, phenomenal game. Mikel, phenomenal game. You know what I mean? Chet, phenomenal game. You know what I mean? You can say that to a lot. Mitchell, phenomenal game, what he brought out there. So it was a lot of guys that contributed last night. Like I said, when you stepped on the court last night, you really seen guys play some good basketball, and it's going to continue. And I think that was not an anomaly from last night. I think we're going to see that a couple more games until we get to Golden State, and I just can't wait till we get a chance to get a hold of Golden State again.
Yo, salute to the chat, man. I'm salute to Mr. Ron, still Knicks fan. What's good, Ron? What's good, my brother? Salute to you, man. Well, all is well, my brother. We here, man. You know, it's a recap. We in here, man. But salute to you, Ron. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe for your brothers, man. Don't caution not to hit the button. Jay Chosen, listen, 3 points continue like that. Like I talk, like I asked y'all. Do you think it's something that's going to carry over? But we just like Shop said, all in the beginning of the season, we was hitting like 39% and everything. All maybe I want down February. We just see that we have seen what Papa said. We think this team roll and keep on that.
You hear me good?
Yeah. It's divine internet a little bit.
Okay, I know that it was.
Yeah, he was a little bit in the matrix. He was asking me the same thing. Same thing he asked me. Like, do you think this is going to be a carryover game? Do you think this was an anomaly? Do you think that this is something that the Knicks can keep doing going down the stretch of these next 20-ish games or so?
Yeah. Listen, I mean, I'm going to go back to something that we said in the beginning before we even, before we coined the Italian thing. Remember, the first 20 games are, you're getting to know your squad. You getting to know what your lineup's going to look like. What your day-to-day lineup is. Who's your first and second people coming off the bench. Is that middle 40 games that you are running with the team that you are going to the playoff with, that you're going to that day in and day out, you're going to grind a certain way with them. Don't forget, we started off the year with about three of these guys not on the squad yet, right? So we're getting acclimated. It's almost like we're starting a little bit from the beginning, but also with all that knowledge and power and strength that they had through the entire season. So not only do I think that we're going to stay this way, I think we're about to see some basketball that we haven't seen. I think you had mentioned like maybe February or something. Like I think that it's going to be even coached differently. I think you're going to see a lot of different things happen. Whether it's Mitch coming in and starting sometimes, whether it's Deuce coming in to starting sometimes, and maybe Hart coming off the bench. Maybe you're going to see some things happen right now, because right now, going down towards the end of the year, solidifying that third seed is so important.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
So to solidify that third seed and to know what you're working with, you might see a lot of that 2-3, 1-4, 3-2, the certain people, but you're not going to see 40 minutes from nobody no more. Unless it's necessary. If it's a overtime game or it's a tight game or whatever it might be, I'm telling you, it's not going to happen, because now you got Mitch. Now you got Precious is full time back. Now you got Shaman's working. That Shaman had a hell of a damn game last night.
Yes.
Man, he did.
Yes.
He had a hell of a game last night. I think with 13-3 or something like that. He played well. So and you know what? Some how they say some people's garbage, other people's treasure, or there's like a saying like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man's junk is man's treasure.
Right, somebody's junk is somebody else's treasure, whatever it might be. Well, somebody else's injury is somebody else's opportunity, right?
That's right.
And right now, we might see the exact thing that we've been looking for in Deuce, like completely his entire repertoire, his game, the way he needs to play, alongside with Payne and people like that who are going to run the rock. I think it's going to be a lot of Mikhail running the rock, a lot of Josh running the rock, and I think they're going to see Deuce playing alongside them. Not as much as running the rock, but definitely shooting the effing thing. And yeah, I'm excited. I don't expect to see him get anything less than double digits from this point on.
Yeah. Real talk. But listen, let me shout out Corey Lee, Queens in the building. Thank you for the super chat, Corey Lee, my man. Real talk. Appreciate that, Brody. You already know, man. But here, let me tell you something. I want to give a big shout out to the New York Knicks organization. I'm gonna tell you why I'm saying this. The guys that's playing was the guys that's supposed to play at the beginning of the season. These guys you playing is the guy. Now here's what I'm giving their kudos. They didn't panic. They didn't panic. They didn't say, we got to go get this guy. We got to go get this guy. No, we know who we wanted to roll in this season with. We believe in this team. We're going to wait till they all get back. Salute them, because you know what people do in situations like this? If you're not a good organization, you start panicking. I'm going to go get this guy. They said, listen, we know he coming back. We know he coming back. And we know he coming back. We know what we got here. And once they all start playing together, you will see and they did that shit, and they 41-23. 41-23, right, excuse me. Salute to Leon Rose and Tibbs and West and them for guys for saying, listen, you in the heat of battle, you don't panic. You got to be sharp with this shit. And them guys said, listen, we ain't doing that. We know what we got. And salute to them, because like I said, I've seen a lot of franchises go the other way by making panicky moves because they either thought they knew they had enough, but they didn't think it was going to work out the way it worked out because of this situation, injuries. The Knicks said once Mitchell Robinson get back, we'll be better. Once Shammy get back, once Pressure Chua get back. Here go the guys I want to roll in the training camp with. They believe in this team, because they didn't believe in this team, ladies and gentlemen. They would have made a trade at the trading deadline. But they didn't, though. They said, I know we got enough here. Salute to them guys. That's all I'm saying, man, because if you look at it from an organizational standpoint and what they did, them cats know what they had coming into the season, because I did. I'd like, listen, this shit is crazy what they put together this offseason. I was like, this is insane right here. Cat, McCrail, OG. I'm like, this is nuts. And you still got Mitchell Robinson when he get back. I was like, okay. So it's so far standard. It stayed the course. They stayed the course, man. And it take a real good brain trust who know what they're doing out the panic shop. Howard, I just say all that to say that I thought that was wiser than they, because I felt they didn't need nobody. That's why I was so giddy about the 55 wins coming into the season. I'm like, if this is gonna be the starting five with Mitchell Robinson, this dude, and this dude, and I'm like, okay, that's pretty tough to beat in the 7-game series. So, knowing that you had Cat and Jalen Brunson at the helm with and the other guy they got to start a lineup. So salute to the Knicks, man. That's pretty much what I'm saying, just to be able to stay the course without panicking and rolling what you got the first year. You put it together. I believe in this thing for the first year. Let's go. Let's let these guys get down the first year and see where it leads us this season. Then we can make a reevaluation in the next season if we need to. And I think they did a good job of that, Shaw Powers.
Yes, indeed, man. They just did exactly what they needed to do when they needed to do it. And I think that this team is going to continue to do this. It's nothing like we haven't seen this team play good basketball. And it's nothing to say that the hand jerk moves from some organizations when they get in a panic mode, they go, the Knicks picked up all these players, all these draft picks, and picked up a couple more guys, and still have a chance to get one more player onto the roster before the end of this season is over, and still didn't go over the salary cap, and still look at the team that we have with the salaries that we have on our team, with the elite type of guys that we have on our team to play going into this playoff run. This is a masterful thing that I've seen. I haven't, like I said, I've watched the Knicks for a long time, man. Like Bernard King, I've been down real hard for the Knicks since Bernard King made it as a Knicks fan. I was maybe around, that was like 82, so I was 98. What is like 90 to 82? I was like 12.
About 43.
Yeah, I was like 12. I was around 12 around then. So that's when I really fell in love with the Knicks. You know what I mean? And in the front offices that the Knicks have since I've been really paying hard attention to the Knicks till now, this is one of the best front offices I have seen that make smart decisions for the team, use their trades when they need to, and hold on to their picks when they have to. And they have made some substantial moves in these last couple of years under Leon Rose that I can really appreciate. That makes the team easier to talk about because they're winning. And kudos to the Knicks, what they did last night, and kudos, like you was talking about, with Leon Rose and how we constructed this roster to make us look the way we do now.
Yeah, real talk. This was. Oh yeah, I'll give it to you. 1 second. I'll pass
No,
right.
no, go ahead, brother.
What I got. Just to pick up what you said. That's why it's a long season. Later, it's 82 games. You know, you only could judge the stuff game by game. Cause what happens one day might not happen the next day. You know, but you got to also make sure you know the product that's on the floor. Because any given night you can lose a basketball game. The sky don't fall because the Knicks lost a game. They not going 82-0, ladies and gentlemen. That's just not reality, and nobody gonna do that. But what you can do is always judge the product that they have. When they at their best, you see when they at their best. Knicks is hard to beat, ladies and gentlemen. When they're not at their best, they can be beat. But when they at their best, they hard to beat. And that's all you want in a basketball team. You can't expect the cats to be superstar. I'm not superstar, but I mean a super team overnight. But what you can do is see what they had that can make them possible be a team like that moving forward. And I think the New York Knicks, with a healthy roster, now you got defense and offense. Like I said, I guarantee you by next week they'll be top 10, ladies and gentlemen. They will be top 10. This is a team that was coming out of the gate. This is a team I thought was going to the Eastern Conference Finals. So now that I see all of them there, I'm standing on business. It's going to be hard to beat the Knicks with Mitchell Robinson back there. And you see what they're doing with him back here. 43% field goal, other teams shooting the last 5 games or 4 games, whatever. That's all we was waiting for. That's all the Knicks. Listen, we'll see Boston again. We'll see Cleveland again. They're going to see us. If Jalen Brunson back, now you get to go against us healthy, just like we went against y'all healthy. Now you're going to be able to say, okay, the way when we played the Knicks 3 weeks ago, that defense ain't like it is now. You understand what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? The Knicks defense, the way it is now, wasn't like when they played Boston and Cleveland 2 or 3 weeks ago. Mitchell Robinson's back. The defense is better, and our offense is our offense. Let's see. Jay told him. I think it's going to be for the get down. Then let Corey Lee get in here. But I mean, listen, let's get it, bro. Knicks,
I agree. I 100% agree. And I just wanted to say, I wanted to piggyback on something Shah said regarding Leon Rose and the whole front office. The one negative that I always had, I thought, back in the Patrick days, we had a good the organization was pretty well rounded, right? Even the assistant coaches, everything was pretty well rounded. But the one issue I had with them was that they consistently went out and got the over the hill used to be great guy. You know what I mean? Yep. And I think they showed the league. They showed the league. They showed especially us, the fans, that those days are over. Those days are over. Because those days have been happening since I've been young. Since I've been young. Like they did that. Bernard King left. They could have had a big 3 right before he left. They could have had 3. They could have kept some people, made some moves. They bring in Charles Smith, was a decent player. I want to strangle him. Where I'm going with this. So the whole point of that is now they're making moves not only for today, but for tomorrow. That's the whole. The sky's not falling. Let me not make a quick move right now just in case I need it. They're not doing that because they're playing for the future and the present.
You can thank
and that's a big deal.
You can thank Scott Perry for that, my man. Because Scott Perry, when he built this shit the right way, man. He did it step by step. Then he went and got all these good little players. The next thing you know, he got it. He helped steer us back into this good direction. Then Leon Rosen came and Tibbs came in here and took us to the next level. We're gonna go even further. Like I said, man, it's gonna be on the pod. I agree with you, Jay, though. But back in the day, we would get the Tano Medices of the world. We get the Tracy McGrady's of the world, the Steve Francis of the world. These cats without their prime, and I get it though. But sometimes you got to try to sell tickets, and I understand it. Sometimes it's business over sport for at that time for the Knicks.
Penny Hardaway.
I think they meant well. I don't think it went well. I think they meant well. They just tried to get some good players ahead to help, but I think they just didn't understand the other side of it. But you got to give them credit for trying because some of them worked out, some of them didn't. But you're right though. We ain't got to do that no more. Now the guys we're going to get like that are younger. The Mikal Bridges,
right? That's what I mean. They're gonna get the young guys now instead because they're looking for today and for tomorrow. when they used to do that, Charles Smith, all the point guards they would bring in that were just over the hill, what's his face with the big teeth? What the hell was his name? Anyway, Harper, and I love McDyess, but I loved all the guys, but they was just too old at that point.
I think McDyess wasn't too old. I just think that he had a knee problem.
Yeah, and he was a little hurt because McDyess was fun to watch, but
he just was too hurt. That knee, when he got that knee injury, before he came to Knicks, I don't even know why they took a chance on it, but anyway.
Right. They switched it up a little bit when the Sprewell era came, but they didn't go for the future. They went for the moment.
Yeah, real talk. Let me bring Corey Lee in, ladies and gentlemen, because he's been here while patiently waiting. Corey Lee, Queen, get the money. What's good, my man? I can't hear you.
You on mute, Corey?
You good now?
Queens, get that money.
Yo, shout out to my peoples, you know what I'm saying? Wires, the crew, you know what I'm saying, buddy. And of course, these two right here for allowing me to step up on that show and always do my thizzle. My brother Jay, Chosen Queens in the building. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so happy I'm so happy to be here today. Not only just super fact to celebrate this victory, but also to the man, I like how this team stepped up without the captain. You know what I'm saying? They showed some resolve, resilience. Shout out to Deuce, but not just the Deuce, but the entire team. Everybody came to play. I hate the fact that the captain's hurt, but you know what? Sometimes it's a blessing and a curse.
That's fast.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, we got to make the most out of this. These players needed this in order to step themselves up and to make themselves a little bit better and add a little bit more confidence. That's it, yo. Now go ahead.
Yeah, no, real talk, man. I second that, man, because sometimes when you lose a soldier, man, that's when everybody got to pick up the slack. Like I said, when you're in a foxhole with your boys, man, when one go down, you got to make sure that army got to keep rolling and be there for them and say we fighting for you too. And they did a good job of that, man. They doing a good job of it. That's what I don't expect nothing less than that from guys like these guys. We got high character guys on this team. I don't expect nothing less from these dudes, man. They professionals and and it's different being a professional. Like my man Jamal Crawford said, some people are professional, but these are pros. There's a difference. And we got pros on our team, man. We got an organization from the top down. They handle their business. It's all about the work. It's about the business. That's why I respect what y'all was saying about Leon Rose when they came in. Ever since they took over this thing, it's always been about professionalism, professional, being a pro, and handling business. These cats handle their business, man. And the players, it's a trickle down effect. You know what I mean? And it's trickling down to the players. And not everybody have a good day. Everybody had somebody had off days at work. Some days just don't be a good day at work. Unfortunately, they play more. They just like they got more pressure than we do. But some days they be good at their job, and some days they might not be good. But overall, the quality of the product is top shelf in the stores. If the Knicks brand is top shelf in any store. Because they the 4th, 5th best record, whatever, at one time. So their brand is good. So, when people come see the Knicks, or when you go in the store and buy a certain brand that you buy, because that brand is top notch. You know what I mean? And that's what the Knicks are. They good at what they do, man. And this organization is a good brand. The Knicks brand is good. One of the best, what I would say, financial gain of franchises between the Cowboys and the Lakers and Golden State. I mean, the Knicks brand is good, man, and they got a good front office, man. I'm not surprised by none of this. I expected it. I had 55 wins coming in the season, going to the Eastern Conference Final. I expected the Knicks to do this. So you got $186 million payroll. You better do it. And you better do it. I mean, you better go out and do something. I expect the Knicks to get their add to the Eastern Conference Final. I'm barring injuries or something major, but if everybody's playing. This team has got their 10 players rotation. I expect Tom Thibodeau and these boys because they should have got there last year because of injuries. I don't expect nothing less from the Knicks. And if you do expect something Knicks from the Knicks, you got to be crazy. You can't let them boys off the hook when they spent $186 million. Leon Rose better step their game up. If not, then if they work for me, them would be fired. You know,
right.
your ass would have been fired. I done spent all this. I done spent all this money and you ain't delivered my product to the shelves. I fire him too. So I expect the Knicks to go to. They better get down. They got the personnel to do it. So Shaw Powell, to me, this is like, that's why I don't trip off the game-to-game shit. I don't care what the Knicks do from between 82 games. What I want to see is what happens when April 16th, 17th, 18th, May, and June happen. Then I let you know how I feel. But right now, it's just day-to-day basketball. You can't judge these players like they suck because they messed up a game or two. No. Check out their track record. Check out their careers. Check out what they've been doing for 5 years, not 62 games. I'm good. I'm good with the Knicks. I know what Cat could do. I know what Brunson could do. I know what Anunoby could do. I know what all these dudes could do. Now, I think these dudes we got are just as good as any other team in the NBA. And I just think that's how we got to look at it. And let's see how it goes, man. Ain't nothing guaranteed. They get knocked out in the first round. They don't bring their A game. But I think this team is set up to go to the Eastern Conference Finals, though. I think they got the talent to do it, Shot Powell. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you ain't lying about that, Divine. That they have two stellar wings. They have an all-star, superstar point guard. They have an all-star, superstar center. They have a junkyard dog and Josh Hart. They have a prime-time six-man coming off the bench in Deuce McBride. Landry Shamet and Champagne. Those guys are filling pieces to the utmost. Precious Achiuwa has played stellar defense for us all year and has got some awesome bodies going to the hole this year that will be recorded for this year of most fantastic dunks going to the hole. And Mitchell Robinson is back now. So we are set to roll. And I am ready to roll with this team. I have rolled with this team. If you haven't paid attention, every game we had predicted from day one, the Knicks win. All right. If you don't think I'm 100% with this, every game. And one game, me and Divine came on here and said, well, I don't know if the Knicks going to win tonight, man. This team is better. Ain't one game. If you ain't dedicated like that, then that's my fandom. That's me. That's how every game we come on this channel. Knicks gonna win the game. I'm thinking 82 games. I don't care who we playing, especially if we had started the team healthy, and we still in third place. I don't know. Sometimes it just boggles me down. Like I seen the Knicks play. I remember Salute to Tone Crow with the Knicks and Bruisers. Get to 2012, 13, 14. You don't remember those years? 12 wins, 21 wins. You don't remember that? You don't remember coming in? It's a West Coast.
I got selective memory.
Coast. I'm just saying it's a West Coast trip, and it's a late game like we just played, and be like, man, I'm going to sleep. I see what happened in the newspaper tomorrow. Like, man, these damn Knicks didn't lost. Nah, not last night. The night before when we watched the last, I was like, yeah.
Right.
What happened? Oh, yeah, there we go.
The rewind button.
That's what I'm saying. That's how I'm getting down off of this, man. And I think this team here that we got right now is a team that can contend. Not saying they contenders, but I think they can contend against any team in the NBA. You give any team with Tom Thibodeau and this whole roster that we have right now that's healthy, aside from Jalen Brunson, that's healthy against anything. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. How you say it, Devon? Knicks against everybody. I'm about to make a shirt like that, Devon. What is going on?
I already got a trademark.
I'm about to make a sweater or something.
Pass it. Remember what we said? The Knicks could beat everybody. I mean, Knicks could beat anybody, but they won't beat everybody. The Knicks could beat anybody, but they won't beat everybody. Remember when I said that? Listen, I'm gonna tell you, this team is stacked, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm gonna tell you something for all the Tom Thibodeau who don't believe in him. I'm gonna kid you not. Since I've been watching, this the best talent Tom Thibodeau ever had since he's been coaching. And I'm talking with Derrick Rose. This is the best talented team Tom Thibodeau ever had since he's been coaching.
Facts.
Think about that. That's why I expect him to get there. Because see, you there's no way in the world we could be mad at Tom Thibodeau with Julius Randle, Elfrid Payton, Reggie Bullock, Nerlens
Noel.
Every player, check it out. That was only 3 years ago. And this is why I'll be tripping on people. None of them players playing in the NBA right now. Where Reggie Bullock at? Where Noel at? Only one Alex Burks is playing in Miami. All these players Tom Thibodeau first came here with and took to the playoff with 41 wins, half of them dudes don't even play in the league anymore. Think about that.
Drug them to the playoffs.
Yeah, and took them to the playoffs. I mean, if that ain't coaching, I don't know what the hell to tell you. Could you
every year except for one?
Yo, only person who was making double-digit money that year for that team, the only person who was making double-digit money was Julius Randle. Everybody else except for RJ had $9 million in his rookie deal, $5 million Elfrid Payton, $5 million Reggie Bullock, $5 million Nerlens Noel, $5 million this dude, $5 million that dude. And he took the dudes to the fucking playoffs, yo. Come on. And then we won 41 games, 21 games the year before. He doubled the wins and got us to the playoffs in the last 8-9 years.
Coach of the year that year too, right?
Coach of the year, and that's his second time. And believe it or not, if the Knicks win 50 games this year without Jalen Brunson, you might have to throw him in there this year. You lose your top dog for 5 or 10 games, and you already in a higher echelon in the NBA, and you still stay there. You might have to put him in consideration again. He could have won it he could have won it last year. They wouldn't have got into Shaw Powell.
Should have won it last year.
Tom Thibodeau could have had 3 coaches of the year in the NBA. He should have won it last year, but Julius Randle went down, Mitchell Robinson went down, Anunoby went down, everybody went down, and he still got into the second round. All I'm saying is,
he won it anyway. For as far as he got,
5, 6
guys.
All I'm saying is,
listen, Game 7, blood. Game 7.
7 games. So I mean, this team he got now. Listen. We'll see. Listen. I try to deal with the numbers. Numbers don't lie. I try to deal with. I could tell you every reason why he won a championship. I can tell you every reason why he haven't got to the final. I can tell you the fact, not the reason, I can tell you why he didn't get there. But it don't even mean nothing to me because you know what? That's the past. What Tom Thibodeau need to do right now is get the New York Knicks to the Eastern Conference Final, just like he would have got us here last year. New York Knicks was going to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. I don't care what nobody say if them boys wouldn't have got hurt. Period. So then you can't say Tom Thibodeau never got to the Eastern Conference Finals because he was a couple of buckets away last year with a depleted roster. With a depleted roster. When I mean depleted,
that's not even a word for word. It was past depleted.
I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, we ain't had a coach like Tom Thibodeau since Mike Woodson and Jeff Van Gundy. And these cats got us to the playoffs. Tom Thibodeau got the New York Knicks to the playoffs. It'll be 4 years out of 5 years. How many coaches right now still doing that in the NBA right now? It's only a handful. And they got talented rosters. Now Tom Thibodeau got a talented ass roster. Watch what I tell you in the playoffs. You'll see what I'm talking about. I'm gonna come back over here.
You sound like me on Saturday. Because Shot was standing right there when I said that. Yep. I said half these coaches that you revere and love were gifted talent. Here you go. I'm talking about Hall of Famers.
Right.
And I still stand on that. And people was trying to take my head off, you know what I'm saying, on Saturday. Man, stop it. Because you wasn't even there Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Right mindset I like, bro.
Oh, bro. Knicks against everybody, Jay Chosen. I'm telling you, man, listen. This team is good. We've been saying it all year. We ain't backing down. So right now, it look like we in the league because we 41-23. We've been saying they good all year, and we standing on business because they good. That's why we 41-23, and we stood on it, and they 41-23. And I think they're gonna be just as good in the playoffs. They got too much there. When they healthy, they got offense and defense. That's how you win championships. Knicks good on both sides of the ball when they bring their A game. Last night just showed you that. They bought their A game last night on both sides of the ball. Jay Chosen, and look what it did last night. Because they played
2 guys, almost 10 steals together. 2 guys, 10 steals, 2 guys.
Come on, man.
And that doesn't count all the other guys who got 1, maybe 2, maybe 3. Right? And which allowed, which this is what I'm talking about, which allowed Cat to get up and get that block, get almost 10 boards. And get that 25, 26 points, however he did. I'm telling you, I think it only goes up from here. And we still don't even have the captain driving the bus yet. I'm not lying to you, man. I'm feeling excited. And if you've been watching as long as I've been watching, as long as you've been watching, I have never in total seen a better starting unit. I've seen better benches, but this bench is starting to come alive, especially if they with the people that are coming back now. With Mitch now that's healthy, right?
Oh man.
Now and you start moving some of these people. Somebody's got to go to the bench. Somebody's going to the bench. That makes our bench better.
Fact.
So let me tell you right now, I as much as I love Pat Ewing, the only thing that would make me happy is to see him start tomorrow. That's about it. But I'm talking about the old him. And you know what? I still don't think even then. I think that Pat would tell you that Cat has something about him offensively that when the faucet is turned on, he on fire. Yep. And with Mitch there now, sticky fingers, ready to block, big shoulders, right in the middle, 240, looking 280, ready to run the floor. Oh my God! Don't get me.
Listen,
I was just starting to feel better.
If and when I think it should be more of a win when Mitchell Robinson get to the starting lineup, it is over. I'm telling you that right now. Mark my word, it is over. I'm gonna tell you why. Now they got a guy in there who now Mikal will get more shots now. See, Mikal will get more shots because Mitchell Robinson don't demand the ball for offense. And Josh Hart, the shots that Josh Hart would normally get, now they go to Mikal Bridges. Now he can get in the rhythm. That's why you put Josh Hart on that bench, so Mikal can stay consistent. Because him, Anunoby, Towns, and Brunson, that's too much ball distributing to get everybody in a good rhythm. That's just too much ball distributing. Put my man on the bench, put Mitchell Robinson there to protect that paint for Cat, and let Mikal go back to his natural position where now instead of getting 13 touches, he might get 20 or whatever. The differential goes up because Mitch comes in and Josh Hart goes to the bench. Now it's Brunson, Mikal, Anunoby, and Cat instead of with Josh Hart trying to get shots.
And we get a true leader who leads the second unit.
Yes, facts. That's what I mean. I mean, this shit gonna be nice in the playoffs later. I'm just sitting back waiting for it. cooking with the pot, man. That's all. Let's hope they stay healthy. They stay healthy. I got us going deep. Ladies and gentlemen, the next couple of games. Listen, we got a game tomorrow. Let me run down the schedule right quick to me. Blazers tomorrow. I think we get the Blazers. They've been playing well. I think we get them. Obviously, I want Cat to go and go to state on Saturday and give them the business. I hope Cat drops 40 on them jokers, man. Real talk. And if they win that Warriors game, then they come home for the Heat. That's a win. They go to San Antonio, no Wembyama. That's a win. I still think they beat Charlotte in Charlotte. That's a win. They got the Wizards in the Garden. That's a win. They got the Mavericks in the Garden. That's a win. They got the Clippers in the Garden. That's a win. We go to Milwaukee. We got the Blazers in the Garden. That's a win. We got the Sixers in the Garden. That's a win. We go to Cleveland. The big payback on April 2nd. Hear me what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. Look what I just reeled off to you guys. We got the Hawks. I think we get them. We got the Suns, KD, them in the Garden. That's a win. We got the Celtics in the Garden. Revenge game. I'm hoping they get it there. Hopefully the Sixers rest they play up because they're not.
That's a win. Say it. That's a win.
We got the Pistons, and then listen, last two Knicks and Cavaliers in the Garden. We got Nets and Knicks. I'm telling y'all right now, they still might get 55 wins. They still might get 55.
They still might.
And that's without Jalen Brunson for them games too. I think our team is locked in. We got a good schedule now. After we get past a certain amount of time, we done play the roughest schedule in the league, but we got some cupcake games that we should just win without Jalen Brunson. We got about 7 games on that. I just called out. I think we win without Jalen.
I smell a run.
Yep.
I smell a run. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You're gonna ask why is this, and if he's still in the chat, I thought that we really gonna put something on the Lakers and everybody else, you know what I'm saying, into the situation. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, like anybody else, I can stand to be corrected, wrong. I don't mind being wrong. But what I don't mind is half-ass play. We played them all strong, you know what I'm saying, give it to a couple of breaks here and there. But like I said, I smell a run coming. We overdue. And usually we go out the year with one of the strongest, runs out of everybody in the NBA.
A lot of them games is home games, and like I said, we just went down to Miami, beat Miami in Miami. So now they about to play the Knicks in the Garden. You know what I mean? With a more in tune Mitchell Robinson. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about to go down to y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, it ain't one. It's about the team. It ain't about the player. It's about the team. We got a motherfucking good ass team, and Jalen Brunson, no Jalen Brunson. You're gonna get the Knicks basketball hard every night. I mean, and I said, and even last night, I don't think it's an anomaly. I just think that was they finally had a day off after playing the Clippers coming off a back-to-back in the overtime against the Lakers. I just thought all that was to me. They lost to the Lakers, but look how they lost that game. They could have won that easy if Jalen Brunson don't go down.
Right, overtime, should have had it. Could
Right,
have had it
in the bag. In the Clipper game, they had that too, but no Jalen Brunson. Yep. And so other than that, they found a way to get off the curb yesterday and win that game without Jalen Brunson. Now they know that they how they can win the game without Jalen Brunson. Every time they Knicks go out, they're gonna feel like, listen, with or without Jalen Brunson, we still a playoff team. With him, we contenders. And I just think that's how this team is operating. Let's see how it goes. I mean, I think they go in there and get Portland money. Portland's a good team, ladies and gentlemen. They've been playing well lately. But I think the New York Knicks can handle them guys. I really believe that they got a lot of talent down there. But it's not about the talent. Or do you have a winning mentality? New York Knicks got a winning mentality. So let's see how it goes. 41-23, shot power, Jay Choden and Corey Lee. We still 18 games over 500, and we still in the third spot. Still got the third best home record in the league, pretty much. Still got the third best conference record. We got third best road record. And it's Knicks, Boston Cavaliers, and everybody else. That's to me. Bucks, Pacers, I ain't think about none of them. They ain't not even in our realm right now, ladies and gentlemen. Nah. It's Boston, Cleveland, and us. Everybody else, Dame Lillard, them in fourth. Okay, y'all might get there. Y'all 9 games over 500. We 18 over 500. It's a big difference. I said, what we say, 40-20 or 40-19, you consider the contender in this league. Right now, Knicks 41-23. They done reached that. And like Phil Jackson said, he for anybody 40-19, he said pretty much they contenders. And Phil Jackson know basketball. And I agree with him. Right now, I'm not scared of no team fourth down. I ain't thinking about the Pistons. I ain't thinking about the Pacers, the Bucks, none of them. You know why? Because we played all them dudes without Mitchell Robinson. All of them without Mitch. With all of them without Dan and pressure to not the way this team playing now. I ain't worried about them jokers. This is a team I want to see at the beginning of the season. Let's get it, man.
With little injuries here and there all season. All season. Didn't start with Precious. Didn't start with Mitch. Didn't start with some of these guys. Didn't start with Shamit. Didn't start with none of them. Let's not forget none of that stuff. We played yesterday after losing with nothing but heart. That's what heart looks like, ladies and gentlemen. That's what heart looks like. All right. We played with 10 deep yesterday. Even though we played 13 people, we played with 10 deep. In other words, we played with our full arsenal minus our best player. Think about that. Right. We popped 130 something points without our best player using our full arsenal. Come on now. And the difference between the teams like Milwaukee, the teams like Detroit, and the teams like these other teams that, I'm not, like you said, I'm not worried about nothing, but it's Boston, it's Cleveland, it's Boston, it's us. And the reason why I'm saying is we have been good all year. We have rose to the occasion all year. We have put some whoop ass on some serious teams all year. Denver, all these teams, all year. Some of these teams are just catching up a little bit now. And they're utilizing stuff like Brunson being hurt, Mitch just coming back, this type of stuff. That can't use that no more. I'm telling you right now, you're going to see a different Deuce. You're going to see a campaign play a special type of point guard. You're going to see a whole bunch of people because they know that this is their moment. This is their moment.
Yes, sir. Yeah, real talk, man. Listen,
you got me hype, man. Yo, look, you want to see a 260-something pounder do a backflip? Call the ambulance quick.
I gotta put this out. I gotta put this out there because I think it's important, man. Not to throw shade at anything. Ladies and gentlemen, Jalen Brunson is that guy, and the people say the team play better. But I know they don't.
No.
You know what the difference had? You know what the difference was with Jalen Brunson off the court the other night? Them dudes hit their shots.
That's
Jalen Brunson, he might be the primary ball handler, but you know what? A lot of Jalen Brunson could be averaging 13 assists. Can you imagine if Anunoby wasn't in the slump? Can you imagine if Mikal didn't get in the slump? Can you imagine if Cat didn't go through a little thing and Jalen Brunson probably could have been averaging down at 10 assists this year easy? But remember, it was a script of time where each one of them individual players wasn't in their game. Even Josh Hart, they wasn't hitting shots. So I mean, if Jalen Brunson passes dude the ball and he go for the shot, don't knock it down, Jalen Brunson lost an assist, ladies and gentlemen. So think about how many times he threw that ball to Mikal Bridges when Mikal wasn't at his game at that time. Mikal missed that shot that Jalen Brunson threw the ball to him. Imagine how many times when he threw it to Anunoby before Anunoby playing the way he's playing now, or he threw it to Deuce Brock and they didn't knock down the shot. So Jalen Brunson is that guy. Listen, man, this cat done to prove with. You don't have to believe this cat or not. He is a superstar. He is an all NBA ball player, and the Knicks don't go nowhere without Jalen Brunson. Let me tell you that right now. Even with Cat there, the Knicks don't go nowhere without Jalen Brunson.
100%.
Nowhere. Period. That's a fact. We could end that discussion, this Jalen Brunson discussion. The New York Knicks do not. Since Jalen Brunson been here, he done took it to the playoffs to the second round and could have went further if it weren't for injuries. And he just came off the helping Luka and them get to the Western Conference Finals. The year later, he come to New York. Jalen Brunson gets the Knicks to the second round, and Julius Randle goes down in the 75th of the game with an ankle injury. Then Julius Randle goes into the playoffs, and he hurts the ankle again. And Knicks lose to Miami in 6 games. Because you don't only matter with the team he got now.
And he played that series hurt. And he played the entire series hurt himself and was scoring 40 a night.
No, listen, yeah,
I agree with you on that, man. I agree with you big time, and I think it just makes everybody else better now. So then, when he comes back and does what he does, he ain't gonna lose a step. We're talking about Jalen Brunson, guys. We're talking about Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson turned his game up to another notch this year.
Right.
He actually became a full point guard this year.
Bona fide, ladies and gentlemen.
Bona fide point guard. Remember, I'm still gonna say this. We're talking about a point guard who is our leading scorer, which means that he has to look for a shot, that we depend on him in a crunch time. He has missed the clutch. He is everything we need at the right moment. And then he added 10 assists to that.
Yep. And let me ask a chat. This is a response to y'all. Listen to me. I'm a big Cat dude, ladies and gentlemen. He the town I grew up in New Jerusalem, right next town over from me. I've been watching Cat, studying, wanting Cat. Let me tell you the difference in Cat and Brunson. Cat ain't closing like no Jalen Brunson. Y'all could kill that noise. Mm-mm. You put Jalen Brunson and Carl Anthony Towns in a clutch situation. Carl Anthony Towns is nowhere delivering like Jalen Brunson. And number one, it takes another guy to give Cat the ball, the gap for Cat to beat. The most important position the Knicks been lacking, and the reason why they haven't been deep was because they never had a point guard. What we should say all the time, Knicks always had centers and forward. With the one position that Knicks didn't have for so many years, and that's why they didn't go.
30 years.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen. It's the point guard position is one of the most important positions in the NBA because that's where it all starts at. I'm a Cat dude. Cat ain't Jalen Brunson, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to get clutch. They bag. Jalen Brunson got a bag, ladies and gentlemen. We watching this shit here before our eyes. I love Cat. No, he ain't doing that. I love Cat. He ain't doing that, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm a Cat dude. But Cat ain't no Jalen Brunson.
Divine, in my lifetime, I've never, ever seen a better pickup, a better signing from the New York Knicks than Jalen Brunson.
And he making $30 million less.
And he did that for the team. Talking about a team player.
I'm a Cat dude. I love Cat, but Cat ain't Jalen Brunson, ladies and gentlemen. The New York Knicks don't go to the Eastern Conference Finals without Jalen Brunson. And if Cat went down, you got guys like who can get the same numbers, at least from a scoring standpoint. Like I believe Mikal Bridges can get you close to Cat numbers. I think Anunoby can get you around there, but can none of them dudes affect that game like Jalen Brunson do? Knicks don't go nowhere without Jalen Brunson.
Nah.
That's real talk right there.
Just hit head down, hit that hoop, get to the hoop at will.
Yeah,
Yo, he a 6'1" player playing like he's 7'1".
For real. Listen.
Last year putting up Jordan numbers. What?
Yeah, what? Jalen Brunson don't need to be nowhere but like himself. Jalen Brunson is that guy, ladies and gentlemen, and we should be happy we got a brother like that because that boy come to play. And he done took the Knicks and put up a superstar, somebody who could put you on their back. Think about this. We've seen Jalen Brunson in the playoff for the last 2 years. Firstly, the year before we got these guys last year, when Julius Randle went down, when R.J. was just getting there. Man, Jalen Brunson said, team, y'all get on my back, lock in. We're gonna take this ride on my shoulders. Jalen Brunson closed out game 45 of Miami, blah, blah, blah. 3 of them consecutive 30-something games in a row in the playoff. This dude is lit, son. And I'm happy we got him. He's the best floor general we had since Walt Clyde Frazier up in New York. Period.
Facts.
That's a fact. That's a big fact.
Period.
Facts.
Yeah, man. We got it. We got him, bro. He that dog. Go ahead, Corey. Leave my back.
We tried our hardest with all the people who could have been, like the Derrick Roses and the Marburys or something, but they were nowhere near this guy. Nowhere near.
No, shout out to them, but you know what I'm saying?
I love them, but Brunson's the best signing we've in my lifetime that I've seen.
He changed the franchise. He changed the franchise.
Yo, we stole him. We for how you say it, for beans.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like Jack in the beanstalk. We got it, and now we're constantly growing. With that said though, yo, I'm proud of just the rest of the team, yo. Yo, unfortunately he's down, but I'm gonna repeat this again. I said it before. This is the time for these cats to really tighten themselves up and step themselves up and get their minds right for the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Get their minds right and get their confidence up. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that's the most important thing. You know, this is where they sharpen themselves up. You know, it's Larry Shammix. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Get your mind right. Show the league what you can do because I ain't gonna lie to you. Some of these cats that's on the bench ain't gonna be here next year. Some of these cats gonna play themselves out of their contracts. Some of these cats gonna, you know what I'm saying, get signed somewhere else. So now it's time for us to get them to carry us over the top. You know what I'm saying? So inshallah, we go to the Eastern Conference. I'm thinking even bigger, but I'm not gonna go there. But still, just even the thought of it all, I believe that we can really, really, really do some damage. You know, and let's do it, Knicks fans. Let's stop playing, man. And stop the hate, man. Stop the hate.
The best is yet to come, Shop Howard. I really believe that the best is yet to come. That's all I would say. I think. Listen, we got guys who the NBA respect out there. Listen, we don't us Knicks fans don't even got to say Jalen Brunson good. The NBA know it. I don't care what we don't even whether we think if Jalen Brunson is good or not. The NBA knows he's good. Ask his peers, ladies and gentlemen. Ask the coaches who every time you see a coach in a press conference, every opposing coach, when they sit in their press conference, know what they say? Shop Powers, Jalen Brunson had you up at night having nightmares. These are the
coaches point guard in the All-Star game.
Yeah, these are the guys who are coaching against him. So they know way more than we know because they play him every night. Jalen Brunson has changed this direction, this thing, man. And we should be proud of having a dude like that who said, you know what? Y'all didn't want to pay me. Y'all didn't think I'm going to go to New York, and I'm going to let you see why. And this man lived up to every damn dime the Knicks gave him. He lived up to every damn penny the Knicks gave him. This cat done got us to the playoffs and could have went deeper already. And watch what happens if we come back and they ain't healthy. You'll see what we talk about.
And his first contract was half the money that people way more talented than him were getting at the time. And then to make matters even better, to show you just exactly what a captain does, he leaves about $200 million on the table Don't worry. I'll come back and get it. Leave it right there on the side for me. I'll come back and get it. I'm about to show you some shit. I'll come back and get it.
Don't worry, but it wasn't about that, man, because he took what was offered to him, even though he knew his worth. That's that. Let's keep that a buck like that. That's what it was. But needless to say, it doesn't matter because he did the right thing, considering because he knows what we were trying to do. He
Yeah, it's
understood it.
for the team.
He understood it. He understood what the future was. The future is, I should say. And we are the future of the East for now. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Cleveland, enjoy it now while you think you got it, because I'm trying to tell you, we're finna take it from you. You know what I'm saying? Get down and lay down. I don't care how we take it from you, but it's done. It's
Yeah,
done.
man. Hey, we got. I'm gonna give it a shot. Probably we gonna get out of here. But let me say all this to say this: we got two dominant 1A players at their position in the NBA. We got Big Cat and we got Jalen Brunson. We got one at the point guard of attack, and we got one at the power position of attack. We got two 1A dudes in New York, and both of them do what they do. We don't pick one over the other. We're not saying one better than the other. They both do what they do for the New York Knicks. We need both of them dudes. We need Jalen Brunson to be Jalen, and we need Cat to be Cat. If them two bring their A game every night, the New York Knicks is a fucking problem. And that's all. Listen, every one of them Knicks players is important. Like y'all always say, it's a team thing. Jalen Brunson is here, and Cat is here too. We got two dudes at their position, top 5 in the NBA, ladies and gentlemen. Jalen Brunson is a top 5 point guard in the NBA, and Cat is a top 5 center in the game. Numbers don't lie. They don't. They don't lie. Whether they got, but know what's the problem with that is? They are two at that position for the New York Knicks. They two of our weaker defenders. They might be our best player, but they two of our weakest defenders at that position. But that's okay because we do have guys. So for Knicks to be where they at, but I can guarantee you this here. In the playoffs, when we down, we need a bucket with 3 minutes left or 2 minutes left or 30 seconds left. We got to do that a lot of other teams don't have. We got the best closer in the game. And if our defense in the playoff keeps us at 5 points up or down within a minute, 2 minutes ago, we good. We good, Shot Power. So listen, man, I'm hyped about this thing, man. I think we just got to show this team, give them their credit. We got two good players at the top. We got some good complementary players around them, and our bench is getting better. I really want to see what they're gonna do in the playoffs. I think they're gonna go. I think they're gonna do what
Shout out to the bench for 4 steals, yo. Major 4 steals.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, good Shot Powers, man. I know you ready to get out of here, my brother. He's just lurking in the background lounging. So
yeah, I'm still recovering. Let's get ready to wrap it up then. You know what I mean? Corey Lee, what you think? Give us your last words for the night, Corey Lee, and tell us how you feel and what you think is for the next game.
I'm gonna tell you right now for the next 2 games because we got Portland and then Golden State. Yo, Cat. Whoever's playing. Who's playing center? Is it that dude 80?
Oh yeah. Oh, you talking about in Portland?
Yeah.
He's hurt. I think Aiton's hurt.
Yeah, but they got Robert Williams and Bug.
Anyway, show up and show out, please. Do your thizzle.
Mm-hmm.
Do some play some great defense. You know what I'm saying? As well as Bridges, OG, and then I feel like we're gonna do our thizzle and push on to Golden State. And then when we get there to Golden State, let's get ready for that excuse my language, that punk ass small ball that they be trying to run on us. And let's take advantage of that. And with that said, yo, I'm done, son.
Yeah, real talk. Jay Chosen, holla at your boy, man. We're gonna get up out of here. Get ready for tomorrow's game.
And good guys wear black.
Yes, indeed. Indeed.
Look, man, I'm just super hyped right now, man. It's great. It's a great time it's always a great time to be a Knicks fan, but even on their lows, I'm a Knicks fan. I'm a Knicks fan for life. I'm a Knicks. I live and breathe it. I bleed the colors. I love my squad. But right now, you are looking at, to me, the best offensive 5 I've ever seen the Knicks have, and I'm super hyped about that. Right now, to me, last words. So cause I know Shah, just give me back one more half hour.
I'm good. When my eyes start closing, Oh, I just lean back a
Yo,
little
Shaq
bit.
got
bro.
fake eyes. Look, he got fake eyes in right now. He's been sleeping for about a half hour.
Hey, listen, if Sean falls asleep on the camera, you gonna tell me Knicks will talk shorts. You want to see a short video?
Ryan ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it just because of that.
he texted you before this thing. He was like, "You think we could do about 10 minutes tonight?"
Video. Knicks real talk shot of sleep.
Yeah. Listen.
Oh, now I'm drink one.
I'm gonna piggyback on my brother Corey said. You know that saying, "Find yourself." You know, like they find themselves, they find who they really are. Right now, you're gonna see a whole bunch of that. The Deuces, the Shamits, the people the ancillary team people that we need to really, really shine for us. They're gonna find themselves right now. So that way, when the captain comes back and the entire ship is running full speed ahead, each one of these guys are going to be at the top, very top of their game. And if that doesn't get you goosebumps and all hyped, I don't know what will. Go find a pill, get some medication, do something. But that is serious talk. These guys are about to find themselves. And we're about to find ourselves. Right. And I heard what Corey say. You said Eastern Conference. He said, I want to talk a little higher than that. I'm with you on that, Corey. I'm with you in that. But let's do one step at a time. Right now, Brunson, you get better. The rest of you guys, find your fucking selves. It's time for us to go.
It's time to go.
Real talk.
Time to go. Hey, real quick, before I give the shot how we got here. Listen, if we win tomorrow, if we win or lose tomorrow, we don't play the Warriors till Saturday. And I don't give what they scheduled because we had scheduled that. Guess what? The Warriors coming off a back-to-back too. So let me put it out there. When we played the Warriors Saturday, they played Friday night. So, and they played in the Garden. They came off a back-to-back against us, but it was no Cat there. It's a different story. Now we don't got Brunson, so I think Cat come up to shine against that front line up there. I think Anunoby put Jimmy Butler in a donut. Fuck that.
Especially after that sucker shit that
yeah,
that
it ain't nothing major, man. We all did the thing. We all got the same agenda, and I just want to say we'll be back on tomorrow night. You know what I mean? Check us out. Thank you, Corey Lee, for coming in. You know what I mean, my brother. You know what I mean? Queens get that shmoney.
Small tackle.
Jay Chosen, always a blessing. And y'all guys made me want to talk like I'm on the background. Every time I get on here, I be wanting to talk background. So anyway, Jay Chosen, thank you for coming in. Vine, my brother, thank you. And I soon as your jack, you know what I mean, just hit the drop. You know what I mean? Hit the drop.
No doubt. Listen, man, yeah, real talk, man. Great show. Appreciate all you guys coming in. Thank y'all for putting up with us all the way. But you know, it ain't no fire without no passion in this thing, man. And you know, listen. We some passionate brothers. We love our Knicks, but we objective, but we also some wise brothers too. I study the game, ladies and gentlemen. I study the game. That way I know when I say something, I know I can verify it and I can back it up. That's what I try to do. I never just be spitting shit to be spitting shit. I listen, I deal with solar, actual facts, all type of facts. I go down there and get down to the variables. I do not sit up here. Listen, when I say I see something, because I go study about it, make sure what I'm saying is correct, so I don't be spitting no hyperbole. I don't be spitting no false application. So what I try to do is deal with truth and deal with the numbers. Leave it as that. That's plain and simple. The New York Knicks are 41-23, ladies and gentlemen, and the road gets better after this. So to everybody, we see y'all tomorrow on a pregame. We got Knicks and Blazers. We need that win, ladies and gentlemen. We go in there and get that thing tomorrow. We'll talk about it on the pregame show. I think we'd be good to go. Until then, hit that like and subscribe for your boys. For real. Sue J. Chosen, Queens get the money. Shout power. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. We'll see y'all in the next one, man. Peace.
Peace.
We We about to hit you with the recap like Aaron Judge with a bat, because we touching on facts, and plus we up in these hats. It's Knicks real talking, we cut from a different cloth. We cook a Nick broth with a different sauce. We bubble like a hot pot in the kitchen. We dripping on the surface, spitting verses with these bars of b-ball. Cause no matter how far the stars, we see y'all like a telescope. You can tell it's dope by the way we unveil these news and notes. Check the box score, a top score, knocking down shots. Plus we got a lock for 48 minutes, putting on the clinic. The cat lieutenant, they entered the winner. The game is over. We trooping in our temples like soldiers and train the planes, the Range Rover. I'm getting up and over the list. We on the BQE and we maneuvering swift. Say Tokyo, but you know we can drift. Cause the pokey be on the low, so you know our flow had to shift. We about to be out in a few. No doubt next time we see you to be on a game preview. It's Knicks Real Talk and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit and you know we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride. It's Knicks Real Talk and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit and you know we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride.